What's up, everybody? This is your guy, Inspirational Rob, and welcome to Rob Talk. This is episode 2, and this is week 2 of our newly launched podcast titled Rob Talk. It's going to be amazing. We had a great week. We had a really, really good week for our subscriptions and viewing is concerned. And before we get into our content today, it's going to be a good discussion. Interaction as well. But I want to just remind you, please subscribe, comment, and like. I want you to subscribe because of what I'm trying to do in the first week. I want to get 100 subscribers within the first week. Now, the first week will have end on by the time this episode is posted, which is 4 days from now. Okay, we have a few more days to get that 100 subscribers under our belt, and if we do that, we'll be on our way to some really doing really good with this podcast. And so I need your help with that. Please stop what you're doing right now and make it happen. And I know people are busy, and I get it, and I understand that. But if you just take some time out to do that, subscribe, it would just really, really, really help what we're trying to accomplish here at Rob Talk. Okay, so I'm your host, Inspirational Rob. A lot of you know me from Instagram. I've been been posting on Instagram. Have done well on Instagram, and I just want to take this thing, to YouTube and my what I do to a whole nother level. And so this podcast means a lot to me. It's dear to my heart. I'm just going to expand on and expound and expand on what I've been talking about during my 1-minute videos on Instagram. But this is going to be really good. It's going to be expansive. It's going to be fun. It's going to be informational. It's going to be mostly importantly inspirational and motivational. And I want to motivate you. I want to get you to the place where you can listen to your heart and get the answers straight from what you already know deep in here. And so we're going to just motivate you. And this is Rob Talk. And so we're going to get right to our content today. And let me just ask you a question. Have you ever been to a place in a place where you were headed somewhere, whether it be literally or metaphorically, going somewhere? You wanted to start a new career, maybe. Maybe you wanted to go back to school, and you said, "Hey, I'm going to have a goal to get my master's degree or my doctorate or even my bachelor's or whatever the case might be. I want to go get that thing. I'm going to re-enter academia and do some things there." Or maybe you wanted to change your career. Maybe you want to not only just change your career, but maybe you want to start wanted to start a business. You wanted to become an entrepreneur. Maybe you wanted to just change your whole venture in as it pertains to life. And I want to ask you the question: have you felt like, roadblocks just came out of nowhere? Because roadblocks are a part of life. We're talking about roadblocks today, how to overcome the roadblocks of life. Have you ever been there? Like, comment, and subscribe. I've been there. I've been in a place many times where I'm on my way. I'm trying to get there, and I think I'm just about there. And then something stops me. It's a roadblock. Have you ever been there? I have. But there's a way to overcome roadblocks because roadblocks are part of life. But there's a process to overcoming those things. It's a process of getting beyond, okay, the obstacles in life, the barriers of life, so to speak. Okay, there's things that we must do in order to continue in doing what we want to do in life, right? And so there are 3 things that I want to bring up as it pertains to roadblocks, and there's 3 things that I believe have to be done if we're going to get beyond our roadblocks or overcome those roadblocks in life. There's 3 things that I think that are absolutely pertinent to success. And the first thing that I believe is very, very, very important and pertinent to success and overcoming roadblocks is you have to have that passion. There has to be a level of passion if you're going to get to where you want to go. That fire, and desire. What's that? Rick James and Tina Marie. Fire Baby, there has to be a level of fire with your desire. And if you have desire, you must have passion. You must have this inner warmth and heat and fervor, right? There has to be passion when it comes to achieving goals, when it comes to getting to where we want to go. There has to be passion, because passion will enable you to keep going when you want to quit, to keep going when you want to give up, to keep going when you just get flat out tired of doing what you're doing. But if there's passion there, it's hard to give up when you have passion. We all, listen, this is a part of life, wanting to just exhale and just take some time off. And I know I want to pursue this, and I know I want to get this, and I want to get this done. But life brings about this weariness many times, and you go, I'm done. But when you're passionate about what you do, it's hard to just give up. When you're passionate about something, when you have this fervor, when you have this fire, you have this great desire to do something and to accomplish something, there's no roadblock in heaven, in hell, it's going to stop you. It's hard to give up, really hard to give up where there's passion. And somebody says, well, I can't get, I don't know. Well, maybe your lack of passion is because maybe you're not doing what you were called to do or born to do. We all have purpose in life, and I believe purpose is tied to passion. When you have purpose, you will get a sense of passion. And where there's passion, there is purpose in most cases. And so what I want to encourage us to do is get some purpose in our life so that we can garner some passion in our life, so that we can achieve the goals that we have for our life. All right? And so find your purpose. I tell people this all the time, and I talk about this in my book that's too soon to be released this spring. But I tell people all the time, I say, listen here, if you can find what your purpose is, you'll get some passion. And the way to find your purpose, in most cases, in many cases, is to follow your heart. What is it that you love to do? What is it that you're drawn to do? Are you drawn to art? When you go to the art gallery and all of a sudden you're just in a gaze and you're just mesmerized by the art. Maybe you should be in the arts of some sort. Are you drawn to good singing? Are you drawn to the quality of voices and things? Are you drawn to that thing? That might be your purpose, is to be into the entertainment or the music field or whatever it is. Are you drawn to these things that you would do even if you were never paid to do them? That's a test right there. That's a litmus test in many cases about what it is that you really love or what you're passionate about. Would you do this thing, or would you be involved in this particular thing if you never got paid to do it? I would subscribe, and I would mention that most people who are doing things that they're passionate about and that they love to do, usually money is on the back burner. Getting paid to do it is usually secondary to what it is that they're doing, right? They love to do it. They're passionate about it. That's probably what you should be doing in life. If you are drawn to that thing and you have a great passion for that thing, that's probably what you should be doing. If you're drawn to people and you have a passion and a compassion for people, maybe you should be into the counseling field, or maybe you should be a psychologist or psychiatrist, something where you can actually help people emotionally and mentally, or whatever the case might be. Maybe that is what you're supposed to be doing, something in that field. Maybe not that particular thing, but that thing that would allow you to give of yourself and do it passionately. And then the next thing that I believe that we have to have when it comes to overcoming the obstacles in our life, I believe we have to have persistence. So we have passion, now we have persistence. There has to be persistence. If you so easily give up when things get tough, when things get hard, you're not going to make it. Because again, this is the human experience. The human experience is about having to persevere even when you don't feel like it. If you're waiting to feel something before you get it going, if you're waiting to feel relaxed, or if you're waiting to feel not tired, if you're waiting for that, let me tell you, you might not ever get up in the morning. Because me, I mean, in a lot of cases, I'm tired in the morning because I put in a lot of hours and I try to get the proper rest. And I do in most cases, but sometimes I don't. And sometimes I wake up and I don't want to get up. I don't want to get about the day, but I have to be persistent in my purpose, in my call, in my desire to achieve and to get some things going. And I need to be persistent. If you can't be persistent, you will not make it. The goals that you have for yourself will not be fulfilled. You'll never reach those goals, complete those goals, if you're not persistent. And along with persistence comes consistency. You have to be consistent while you're persistent. Okay, do it every day, every day, every day, every day, every day. I don't care how I feel. I'm going to do it every day. I'm going to do it every day. I'm going to do it. I'm going to learn. I'm going to search. I'm going to do research. I'm going to, whatever it is that I'm compassionate about, what I want to do, I'm going to get after it. I'm going to learn my craft. I'm going to do some research. I'm going to look things up. Because I'm passionate about this thing, and I got to be persistent. And passion creates the attitude and the desire to be persistent. But you got to be persistent. You have to be consistent if you're going to reach your goal. There's no other way around it. This is a part of life. It's the human experience. We have to be persistent. Oh man, there's a roadblock. So I guess I'm just going to go back home, get in the bed and get me some more sleep. No, that's not a recipe for success. That is a recipe for failure and incompletion. You don't want to get an incomplete on your report card, do you? No, nobody wants to get an incomplete, because an incomplete means that you didn't succeed. And nobody wants to be unsuccessful. I believe all of us, we want to be successful in life. Nobody, I don't believe, just does not want to be successful. But how bad do you want it? Are you going to be persistent? Are you going to be consistent? That's what it comes down to. And last but not least, let me tell you this. You have to be, first of all, have some passion. You have to have some persistence. But then, listen. You have to have some patience. Patience. So once you put in the work, you are passionate about this thing, and you've been persistent and consistent and diligent about getting your goals accomplished. Once you've done those things and are doing those things, at that time, it's time to just rest. I'm not talking about rest and just stopping, but I mean, be relaxed about the fact that you're going to reach the goal and that you're going to achieve the things that you sought out to achieve. You're not going to let roadblocks, these things that are part of life, to stop you. And so now you're just going to sit back and you're going to be patient. You're going to see the tide. I mean, you're going to see the ship coming in, and you're going to wait for that. Once you've sown seeds, what I mean by sowing seeds, I mean, you've sown the seed of consistency and persistence and passion. You've sown those seeds. Now it's just time to just sit and wait on the return. Wait on your crop to come in, so to speak. Amen. I've never seen a farmer decide that, this is taking too long, so they're just going to rip up the seed and maybe the little stalk on and that's small, and the crop is small. And I've never seen a smart farmer decide that they're going to rip it out. They're going to rip up and pull up the collard green seeds that they planted. And oh man, they're going to put some hot sauce and get some cornbread and eat that seed, because I just couldn't wait for the thing to mature and for the harvest to actually come in and for the harvest to be ripened. Your harvest has to be ripened. And that maturing state and that mature time of maturation and that time of ripening requires patience. You have to be steadfast and patient Yeah, it's good to be passionate about what you do. Yeah, it's good to be persistent at what you're doing. But at the end of the day, you have to be patient about receiving those things. And that's what we all desire to do. It's really not that hard, but it requires some diligence to do these things. Right. And here's what I want us to remember. Please remember, if you want to reach your goals and you want to overcome and you want to get around your roadblocks and the roadblocks of life, you're going to have to do these things. We're going to all have to do these things. It's the lesson of life: passion, persistence, and patience. Don't let those roadblocks stop you. Listen here, I want you to know that we're going to keep doing this. We're going to keep presenting good content, but please like and comment. And above all, please subscribe and tell someone about what we're doing. Share. Okay. This is going to be a great time with you and I here at Rob Talk. I can't wait to continue to do this. I want you to know that I'll see you next week. Until then, you know what to do.